welcome back to the Midday News on Fox Carolina. Halloween is days away, but Christmas is also coming early with the Greenville Chorale opening up their 64th season at the Peace Center with the show celebrating the Nativity while also providing a dose of inspiration after a pretty hard time. And joining us now from the Chorale is their marketing director, Craig Price. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks so much for letting me be here.
Yes, I love that we are going to get to talk about Christmas, but for starters, for those who are maybe being introduced to the Chorale for the very first time, what are y'all all about?
150 voices. We've been going, this is our 64th season, so we've been going for a long time. And we bring a variety of music to the upstate. Last fall we did jazz with the Jazz Collective. And this year we're coming with Christmas early. We do big kind of masterworks and just like smaller choral favorites throughout the year.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it sparks the question, when is too early for Christmas? But I argue November 1st, and this is November 2nd, so it's right on time.
Well, if your viewers have been into stores lately, they've seen Christmas decorations, so I feel like we're justified in that.
You are absolutely justified.
There's so much good choral music that's inspired by Christmas and written for Christmas that we just felt like we couldn't contain it to just our December concert this year. So we're bringing a little of it to our fall concert as well.
Give it to us early. I love an early Christmas. So as you mentioned, you're gearing up to kick off your 64th season with this show that's centered around kind of two pieces. So let's start with the one that's all about the Nativity. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this is the Hodie. This is by Vaughan Williams. So he is one of the most important British composers of the 20th century. So if you or I ran into him here in the upstate, we might pronounce his name Ralph, but it's actually a British pronunciation. So it's Rafe Vaughan Williams.
Oh, I would have said
and
Ralph.
It's the Hodie, yes. And so it's the telling of the story of the Nativity. We have these kind of big moments where the orchestra's playing at full volume and the 150 singers are singing kind of at full volume. And then we have a children's choir that kind of brings it back to a more intimate feel. We have some even just numbers that just the choir is singing without any accompaniment that are also kind of that intimate feel.
I love that. And you're also bringing back St. Patrick's Prayer. Why does this feel like such an appropriate piece, especially after Hurricane Helene and the way we saw that kind of rip through the upstate in western North Carolina?
Yeah, so we had no idea that was going to happen when the season was programmed, but St. Patrick's Prayer has been a very special part of Greenville Chorale's history. It was commissioned by Dan Forrest, who's a local composer but internationally known, and we premiered it for our 50th season, and then we sang it a few years ago, again, when we came back together after the COVID pandemic. So we decided to start our season off with it again this year, and with everything, it's so inspiring and uplifting, a really beautiful prayer and a really beautiful piece, and I think it'll be meaningful for the audience, especially in light of what's happened lately.
And how, special and really cool is it for the upstate to have these local composers who are internationally renowned?
It's really rare for a city our size to have somebody that big, and we have several of those composers that the Greenville Chorale has worked with over the years, kind of locally here in Greenville, so it's really special.
Yeah, all right, I want to look a little bit ahead. What else can we expect closer to Christmas time?
Yeah, so we begin rehearsals again on Monday for Handel's Messiah, but this is our 11th performance of Messiah since 1988, so a lot of our members have performed it several times, so even on a kind of a time crunch, we'll be looking forward to that. And the last time we did it several years ago, we were at like a full house, so I expect it to be the same. Everybody loves to hear the Hallelujah chorus.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big way to kick off the holiday season, and I know a lot of people will want to come hear that as well.
Oh, absolutely. I know this is also a sentimental season for the Chorale. Talk to me a little about your conductor and why maybe we should definitely try and get out this season.
Yeah, you definitely want to come out this season. Bing Vick has been our artistic director and conductor for 44 years. This is his last full season. He will conduct the fall concert next year and then retire after that. But as he was programming, he was thinking about some of these things that the Chorale has performed a lot in the past and cherished, or things that they've never performed before that he always wanted to. So some of these things will be new to the community because they've never been performed before.
Yeah, he's certainly had quite the impact on the Chorale.
Sure.
We can't wait to get to celebrate him all season long and celebrate Christmas early. So thank you so much for stopping in. Of course, tickets are available for this Saturday's an early Christmas with the Greenville Chorale, also featuring the Rushing Brook Children's Choir and the Greenville Symphony Orchestra. It's going to be at 8 p.m. at the Peace Center. It is $50 for adults, $25 for students. And for more information, you can head to the As Seen On section of foxcarolina.com.